9th, 2025 Special City Council meeting to order and ask the city clerk to please call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Here.
Councilmember Wright.
Here.
Councilmember Scutia-Brayton.
Here.
Councilmember Alvarez.
Here.
Councilmember Ricky.
Here.
Vice Mayor Bavaro.
Here.
And Mayor Zwollen.
Here. Does anyone wish to speak under public comment? This is for items on the Special City Council agenda. And you would have 3 minutes to speak. This is for items on the agenda for the Special City Council meeting.
Only on the agenda, is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that's correct. Anyone wishing to address the City Council is asked to follow the rules of decorum. The rules of decorum are posted at the entrance of the chambers. I do not have any blue cards for this special meeting for items on the agenda. We will open public comment back during the item. Next on the agenda is new business. Item 1, consider approving an agreement between the City of Modesto and Main Street Modesto LLC to lease John Thurman Field for a 5-year term beginning October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2030, with the option of 1 3-year extension. And we will have a staff report. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council. Jessica Hill, Director of Community and Economic Development. So for a little bit of background, the city owns the property, stadium, and parking facilities that comprise John Thurman Field, which is located at 601 Nice Drive. And in February 2024, the council approved an agreement with the Baseball Club of Modesto LLC to lease John Thurman Field through the September 30th, 2024. Subsequently, in the end of August of 2024, council approved the first amendment of the lease with the baseball club to lease John Thurman Field for the 1 additional year through September 30th, 2025. Since this period of time, the Modesto Club of Modesto LLC has sold the franchise to another entity, and as a result, they have not pursued additional lease extension with the city. In an effort to continue to keep baseball in Modesto, the city and the Pioneer League, or the ownership group of a potential Pioneer League franchise, Main Street Modesto LLC, have held discussions with starting a team in Modesto and leasing John Thurman Field. The city has worked hard to negotiate with Main Street Modesto LLC regarding a Pioneer League franchise for a potential lease at John Thurman Field to bring a baseball league to Modesto. So for a little bit of background of Pioneer League was founded in 1939 and is an independent baseball league and an official MLB partner league. It serves as a developmental league for players with less than 3 years of professional experience, allowing them to be scouted by Major League Baseball clubs. As of 2025, it includes 12 teams against 12 different communities, spanning Idaho, Montana, Utah, and California. And most recently in California, the league has 2 teams that began in the 2024 season, the Oakland Ballers and the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers. So some key deal points in the lease. The term of the lease proposed is for 5 years. It would begin October 1st, 2025. And I do want to point out in the lease that was attached, there was a typo which said October 1st, 2026, and it is in fact October 1st, 2025. It would extend through September 30th, 2030, and then the tenant may exercise an option to extend the lease by 3 years. The rent for the facility will be $120,000 per year, and the annual rent increase will be by 4%. For the maintenance and repairs, the tenants shall be responsible for the maintenance of the baseball field and cleaning the ballpark, clubhouses, and parking lots. And the city will promptly reimburse the tenant for any tenant improvements as specified in the lease agreement up to $950,000 over the term of the lease. Some other key things is the city does have the right to use the facility for up to 5 city events. And additionally, the district may also have the right to use the property solely for high school baseball games and related activities, but this use is pending a separate agreement between the city and the district. So for the fiscal impact component, we do anticipate the $120,000 in release revenue. We additionally plan to receive also sales tax and naming rights revenue. And so with the naming rights revenue, if the revenue is under $150,000, the tenant will pay 15%, but if it's $150,000 or more, the tenant will pay 20%. The city will be responsible for paying all utility costs, structural maintenance repairs, and then like we talked about, up to that $950,000 worth of tenant improvements over the life of the lease. So if approved tonight, next steps is the parties are still finalizing the full details of the lease agreement. The proposed resolution will authorize the city manager to finalize this lease agreement subject to the negotiated terms. This lease will start on October 1st of this year, following the end of the current lease we have with the other entity. And then the official start date for the 2026 Pioneer League season is expected to begin in late May 2026. So we do have a recommended council action tonight, but with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right, any questions from council members? Vice Mayor Bavaro.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. With regards to the Modesto City Schools, does the Pioneer League or the Main Street team need to sign off on that, or is this a separate agreement?
There will need to be a separate agreement with the school district, but part of this lease gives first right of refusal of game night to the school district if there is an agreement made with the school district.
Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Alvarez.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there any consideration or element that includes entertainment, like concerts or anything in this?
So the lease itself would be with essentially the affiliate of the Pioneer League or Main Street Modesto LLC. We would have to work in partnership with them if they would like to bring those types of events to.
There are provisions within the agreement that allow events. They just have to go through our normal permitting process.
Copy that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Scudia Brayton.
Thank you. Thanks for that presentation, Jessica. Is there any will Thurman Field, the name of Thurman Field, remain? Is there any possibility that that might be debated, impacted, or considered to be changed for any
I don't
reason?
believe so at this time.
Okay, great. If this council does approve this agreement moving forward, would there be any impact, if at all, to, where was I going with this question? I totally got a brain fart on this. I forgot what I was going to ask. Sorry. If I do remember, I'll circle back.
Okay, yes, if you do.
I will note that there are naming rights provisions in there, but the name of the stadium still exists, so that would have to be worked out depending on naming rights that potentially may occur.
Say that again?
So there is provision within the agreement for naming rights, and
Okay.
part of that
Of the
may
stadium.
include the stadium name in and of itself, but that would require council action and approval.
Great. And actually, your answer kind of triggered my question now as well. Given that we have identified the two locations for our future stadium, will agreeing to this agreement with Main Street, will that alter in any capacity any future plans that we have for the stadium?
So we anticipate baseball will be complementary to both the redevelopment of the municipal golf course and the potential downtown stadium. So it wouldn't hinder any of the other plans at this point. It would help complement with having baseball here as well.
Wonderful. Thank you.
One question I have is also regarding high school football. So there's no limit on the number of games? I mean, that hasn't been decided, is my understanding, correct? There's no...
No, not until we finalize our conversations with the school district, and it's not football, it's just baseball.
I meant, did I say football?
Yes.
It is football season.
It is football season.
Yes, it is. I meant baseball.
Yeah, see,
Would there be...
two brain farts.
Yeah. A lot of football going on at our house right now. Would there be the potential for playoff games and section playoffs in that venue?
For the school district?
Yes.
Oh, yes, there's already opportunities for the school district to play at John Thurman Field. They play other type of exhibition events. We would imagine that that kind of activity would continue.
All right. Any possibility for youth baseball? The all-star players have played there through the years at John Thurman Field. Is that part of the consideration?
Outside of the difference of the school district, I don't think that that's contemplated at this point in time. It would be at the discretion of the tenant.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Any other questions? Vice Mayor Bavaro?
Yes, one last question. Are we going to be able to use the stadium for travel baseball tournaments, showcasing high school kids, or whatever, where we can bring in a tournament and they have showcasing of potential professional ball players?
So that would be up to the lessee, which would be Main Street Modesto LLC, that they could look and coordinate.
So they would,
one of
that
them.
would be coordinated by them? Okay,
Correct.
thank you.
All right, Councilmember Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. Jessica, as far as the leasier, the one who's Main Street, thank you. Who would, or if someone wanted to rent that, they would need to come to Parks and Rec and for availabilities and things of that nature if they wanted to do something outside of that, or would they have to go through Main Street?
They would have to go through Main Street.
Okay. And then they'll have an office there, and they can be reached and come up with a negotiation price and whatnot.
Correct.
Okay. So everything is going through them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, any other questions from council members regarding this item?
I do have a quick
All
one,
right,
Mayor.
Councilmember Scooty Brayton.
You mentioned, Jessica, that we have the opportunity to have up to five events at the Thurman Field. Can you give me examples of what they might be? And do we plan on utilizing all those 5 opportunities, or do we have any thought about that?
I mean, at this time, I don't believe we have any thoughts of what the potential events could be. But I think with that in mind, if 5 are approved, we as staff would kind of look into different opportunities to utilize the facility.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, any other questions from council members? Seeing none, I'll open this item up to the public. Any members of the public that would like to comment regarding item 1?
Mayor, City Council, I'm in support of this. I hope you all vote in favor of doing this. I also have one request. If you do bring in a ball league, please don't give it Modesto Nuts, the name. Maybe give it something more inspiring, like Modesto Rockets or Modesto Cruisers or something like that. But I think this would be a very positive thing to bring back ball, baseball specifically. I know there's a lot of fans out there, and I enjoy it. So I hope you do vote for this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from members of the public? Seeing none at this time, any comments from council members regarding item 1? Councilmember Wright?
Thank you, Mayor. You know what, it's great to know that not only we're bringing in soccer, but we're going to keep baseball. So, you know, we're doing everything we can to make Modesto a better city, better entertainment city, that people want to come to Modesto, you know, see a great baseball game, see a great soccer game, and also spend money at our local restaurants, hotels, and different shops that we have in Modesto. I want to thank staff. I want to thank the city manager, Jessica, you and your team for the hard work on negotiating with Main Street. And I know that the Pioneer League is going to be more of an exciting league. A lot of great entertainment is going to happen here because it's really a league that really wants to get the city involved and make sure that it's a great experience at the ballpark. And I'm excited about our future with the Main Street League, or Main Street Corporation for the Pioneer League. Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. I also echo those sentiments from Councilmember Wright. However, I do want to make a plea out to the community. This is what you wanted. This is what we wanted. Now we really have to get behind it and fill the stadium. We really need to get behind the games. This is an opportunity for your sons, daughters, individuals who want to work there or play baseball. This is the biggest thing that could happen to them is being able to play in the John Thurman Field, if that's the name for now. The fact of the matter is we need to fill the seats. So please come out, make a difference. in the city of Modesto and in with baseball and fill the seats so we can have more than what we had even with the Nuts, because we're really counting on you to make this a success. We have 5 years to make this happen. Let's not allow that team to go anywhere, but want to stay in the city of Modesto. Thank you, Mayor.
Vice Mayor Bavaro?
Thank you, Mayor. To add on to Councilman Wright and Williams' comments, I would just like to thank not only the staff, Jessica and the city manager, and the staff have done a great job, but I also want to recognize our consultant, Sear Group, or Sear World, for their involvement. And I know that without their involvement, we may not be having an agreement this evening. And it just builds more confidence in me with our consultants that are also involved with the professional soccer league. So I'm feeling really very confident with what we have tonight and the involvement with the Sear World. But it's going to be very exciting because this model is a model for an entertainment. Minor league baseball is part of Major League Baseball, and their model is developing players to get into the major leagues. That's the goal. Independent league are former players, minor or major league, who still want to wear the clown suit and be able to play, and they're going to be involved in the community, and it's just more of an entertainment than what we've seen previously. So I will be supporting this, and thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember Ricky?
Thanks, Mayor. Wow, based on these comments, I'm feeling pretty good about getting baseball back in Modesto, and that's going to be a huge win for us. And I'm excited to welcome, Main Street Modesto, the new owners, to Modesto, and I know that the city is going to help develop new baseball traditions for our families and in our whole region. And I also think that joining Pioneer League is a great direction. They have they have a great track record of building close relationships with their communities, and I know we're going to see great attendance and fantastic baseball. And the Oakland Ballers may have the best record in the Pioneer League, but Modesto's coming in hot.
All right.
All right. Councilmember Escutia-Brayton?
Thanks, Mayor. Indeed, this vote is monumental for the city of Modesto, monumental. It really propels Modesto forward in a positive way to really being the destination city that we've always known that we were, but now the greater California, and if perhaps even beyond, will understand that. It's just, and it propels us towards achieving that complete entertainment district that we have been talking about recently. With now the Pioneer League, with the agreement, the conversation that we're having with the USL, it just gives us the complete packet. And, it was only done possible with the city's leadership, mainly the city manager's office, of course, executive team, and the city council. We asked the tough questions. Everyone did the research. The negotiations were really challenging, as I understand, but we had the right people on the job, and I think the city of Modesto is just going to benefit from generations to come on the good decisions made by the city of Modesto's executive team. So thank you, everyone, for your role in this. Appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Councilmember Alvarez?
Thank you, Mayor. I also agree with my colleagues that this is a huge decision, and I think we're going in the right direction. I'll be supporting this. I think the conversation has always been, how do we do both rather than one or the other, either or. So I'm happy we're able to retain baseball and also attract professional soccer league as well. So by entering this agreement with Main Street, Modesto embraces a renewed opportunity to preserve and grow our city's baseball tradition, as was highlighted throughout the community engagement process over the last several months and year and a half, actually back to 2019, I believe. This new Pioneer League team will ensure baseball remains a cornerstone of our community's pride, family entertainment, and economic activity for years to come. Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. I just had one more point, and wanted to thank our city manager, who really was right there in all of those negotiations and taking that, not just in his office, but taking it home with him and considering and trying to work with the Main Street and doing what he can for the betterment of the city of Modesto. So hats off to our city manager, Joe Lopez. Thank you for everything you've done to make this possible.
Just a couple of comments that I think have been well stated by my colleagues tonight, but this is really exciting that we will continue to have baseball and soon soccer, USL, professional men's, women's, and also youth academy. So throughout the years when I've heard people say, there's nothing to do in Modesto. I personally have never had that experience in Modesto, but some people have stated that. This, I think, is literally a game changer. No pun intended. But this brings opportunities for our young people. It will be family, fun-filled days to just go have a day at the park and enjoy the entertainment and sports that will come with this. So I'm really excited about it and we'll support it. Any other comments from council members? All right, seeing that at this time, I have a resolution approving an agreement between the City of Modesto and Main Street Modesto LLC to lease John Thurman Field for a 5-year term beginning October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2030, with the option of a 3-year extension and authorizing the city manager or his designee to negotiate and execute the agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Wright, second by Councilmember Alvarez, and will the clerk please call the roll for this item?
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Wright.
Aye.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Aye.
Councilmember Alvarez.
Aye.
Councilmember Ricky.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Bavaro.
Aye.
And Mayor Zwellen.
Aye, carries unanimously. This meeting is now adjourned.